Hey, look at your background though.
Yeah,
Hey.
epic background. I love this. It's so cool.
Oh,
Thank you. I might have stolen it from an awesome band, but don't tell them, okay? Nice to meet you, Alex. I believe this is the first time we're attending to your show.
Yeah, first time. I'm really excited. I thought I was getting
Thank you
one
for
of you,
having us.
but I get both of you. That's even more exciting.
Guys,
Yes, we
uh,
didn't know because today's Rikard's streaming day on Twitch, and that's why we just put my name. And he was like, "No, no, I can join." So I was like, "You will be today's surprise." So this is great.
Yes,
if
that
I
is
have to leave,
awesome.
I'll let you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
And can you guys see and hear me okay?
Yes.
Yes,
All right, perfect.
definitely.
So we'll go ahead and get started. Usually when I do interviews with two people, usually one person decides to go first. You guys can fight over that. Um, so my name is Alex. I do have an Instagram and also a YouTube Love Sugar show. So thanks for joining.
Thank you for
No
having
problem.
us.
Thank you very much for having us. Yeah.
So the first question that I ask any band that I ever interview is how's everything going, not just in your music life, but also in your personal life as well.
Wow, that's deep, yo. So for the music, I mean, we're working hard and we're heading out on tour with Primal Fear in Europe starting next month. It's real soon. And in about 2 weeks, we're releasing our upcoming EP with containing the song, hey, that thing you had behind you right there. Yeah. And the balling over to Madeline there.
Yeah, everything is going all right. It's the only ways forward. Whatever is happening, that can be a little bit of a struggle. Very grateful that we have that we have Elaine actually.
Yeah, well, that's good to hear that you guys are doing good. It sounds like musically there's a lot going on as well.
Yes, definitely.
So I did want to talk about the title to this EP, We Stand United. It's such a powerful title. Was there a specific moment or event that made you choose the title?
So we create music that means something to us, and then it means something to those who listen, and that in turn turns into something that is empowering. And We Stand United just is a such a reflection on where we started, leading up until where we are now. And because we stood united with the fans, with us, we were able to do it.
And do you have
And
any?
also the fact is that the song was already written in last year. I was already done everything, of course, and we were practicing on it for the rehearsal. Then we had some events happening within the band earlier this year, and the interesting thing is that the song was already written, but then it just made more sense,
Mm,
basically, when all this had happened, right? So this EP, in both good and bad ways, will actually have a very special place in our hearts always, because it will always remind us of what we have been struggling through and fighting through in 2025, um, but also where we are now. It is
mm.
very interesting to see how a song that you've been writing already can actually get an even deeper meaning for you
Yeah, that was
later
very
on.
interesting how it turned out there. And as you say, Madeline, we just pushed through all of the hardships, and that is what it's about sometimes. You need to work really hard and just continue on building and pushing and pushing and pushing. In the end, hopefully, you will make it there and be stronger than before.
So it sounds like the band and fans are really close.
Oh, definitely. For sure.
The EP embodies the band sound as of today.
Oh man, I would say, I mean, We Stand United is a great example of that. There are actually like this wasn't even thought of by us, but when we started, we talked about this the other day, Madeline,
Yeah.
and you mentioned it first, and then I was like, yeah, you're right, and this and that and this and that. If you look at the lyrics, there are
Mhm.
like references here and there to previous of our songs all throughout our discography, which is insane when you think about it because it's not an obvious way. and it's kind of subtle here and there, but still it's so very, very clear to those who have a keen eye. It's very, very awesome.
Mm. And especially for us, I mean, regarding what the song is about, it
Mm,
really, I feel it at least now when we were rehearsing it before the tour as well, that before it was like, all right, you start to rehearse a little bit, but now I really feel like, oh man, I got goosebumps myself in the latest rehearsal because it means so much and it contains so much up until now. So
mm.
yeah, it just felt very powerful, I guess.
Oh yeah, definitely. And don't forget that this is merely an EP, so it's a bridge between albums, meaning that hey, we got some stuff coming that you guys can be looking forward to. And I would argue that every song we release embodies the sound of Elaine, even if they're slightly different from each other.
Yeah, that's awesome. So it sounds like the song came together really well. Did you have any hurdles, or did you do anything new, or did anything push you outside of the comfort zone with that song?
Always try to challenge yourself in some way or another. And when we create Madeline and I, we always try to, or we don't try to, we actually do. We do what feels right to us. We do what feels right to us, and whatever comes, it comes.
That makes it really, I think, powerful, and it makes it more meaningful as well because it comes from, deep within yourselves versus, trying to, do something different, but you're doing it because you want to do it as well.
Mm, mm,
Yeah, and that's something we've been speaking a lot about throughout interviews, actually throughout the years as well. Like
Hmm.
for us, the most important thing is to know why we're doing this. That makes everything way easier for us when it comes to creating music, to create everything that we do, everything from artworks to music videos. We know why we're doing this, and that is something that varies, like whoever you're talking to, obviously. But for us, it's important to never forget why you're doing it.
Right. So I do have to ask, on the EP, there's a few new songs and there's also some live songs as well. What song are you most excited for fans to hear?
oh, I'm all of them. I can't pick one.
I'm obviously pretty excited for them to hear We Stand United. I have to say, I'm sorry, again. I
Oh,
have to
that's the
say.
worst one.
No, I am very excited for them to hear something brand new as well. Like you have the intro towards the fields and We Stand United. If you have been a fan for a while, I'm sure that you recognize We're Legion, Never Forget, and Promise of Apocalypse, even if that one is actually a symphonic version. So I'm just very excited for them to have something new as well, and for us to perform something new too when going on tour, obviously.
Right. And since you did have a song that you're excited for fans to hear, Madeline, what do you want fans to feel after they listen to the song?
Empowered, definitely empowered. That and that's something that we've been talking about for a long time, and really what defines us as a band. It's empowerment. And with this song, I want them to feel that, yeah, even if today was shit, I'm still feeling that, I got this. We want them to have the stank face. We want them to feel like, yeah, this is empowering.
Awesome. That's really powerful. I don't know. I've said many times in many of my metal interviews that there's just something to metal that makes you like you can have the worst day ever. You throw on a metal record and it makes your day okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, fully agree. Fully agree. But also on the other side, like we've said a lot of times as well, that we just want people to feel something,
Mhm.
honestly, because today it can be so easy to just shut down. So even if someone is out there listening to Stand United and they're like, I think this fucking sucks. Well, good. Then you feel something, man. You know what? That is all right. It cannot be for everyone. That's just how it is. But for the fans we have, and hopefully some new fans, we really hope that at least they will feel the empowerment that we want to provide with the song.
Yeah. I mean, hate is a very, very strong emotion as well. I
It
remember
is.
there was a comment on our YouTube, and we run our own YouTube. I'm the one Mostly, I would, yeah, I'm the one answering those comments, especially the funny answers. That's me. And this one person said, listen to this band's entire discography, and every song sucks. And I wrote, well, thank you very much for listening to our entire discography. That's
Yeah,
dedication, my friend. Oh,
yeah,
geez.
yes,
Like, thank you for those extra likes. We appreciate it. Those extra plays.
Yep.
yes.
So I don't think that person has great taste in music, but we'll leave them where they are.
Each to their own, you know. If people think our music sucks, that's also fine. But I was just
Mm.
blown away about the passion over hate. That's really
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really glad you don't let that get you guys down though, because some people just fall apart when they hear like things like that. And I'm like, people, someone told me when I started social media, when you get your first hate comment, that's when you know you made it.
Mm.
So,
Yeah, it is a good point, and I can say that when starting many years ago, of course I was more vulnerable. Of course, I was way more fragile, and even if it's like easier to handle now, if you have a bad day,
Mm.
it can be pretty hurtful when you see someone saying, "Yeah, everything about this band is great, but the vocalist she fucking sucks." That is just, man, you don't have to, right? This is us. If you think everything is so great except me, just move on, man. But thank you for the comment. It helps the algorithm. It is all right. It is
Mm.
what it is. But it's
I
just
mean,
whenever you have a bad day, it can be pretty hurtful. But it is a good practice for me as well because I mean, both Rick and I would come from, you know, bullying and whatnot when we were kids, and it is still something that you try to process and handle as an adult. And it's a lot of psychology, obviously. So no, it is what it is. But
oh yeah,
it is
I
a
agree
good
with
point that you heard there.
I agree. Like, if you're having a real bad day, the mean comments still like they can get to you because we're still people, and at our level, especially. I mean, we're not a huge band as either. I can just imagine those who are even more exposed, how much hate they get towards them as
Mm,
people, which is just bonkers to me. It's it's
yeah,
uh it's
mm.
insecurity from the person leaving the bad comments, of course. But on bad days, we're still people.
Yeah,
exactly.
we're all human beings.
We're still people on good days. I mean, we're always people, right? But it,
Yes,
it gets you on bad days.
exactly. So I know that you said this EP is going to lead into more. So how does this EP, when fans hear it, how does it compare to previous work that you've done?
So I would argue that this EP, especially the title track, it's an embodiment of everything that has been leading up to now, within our career and stuff like that. Uh,
Hmm.
it's not a like, hey, this is how the sound is going to be. It's not. There will be elements in our upcoming full-length album that are, of course, the sound that people have grown to enjoy and possibly even love with Elaine. But we're
Hmm.
not afraid to expand, and that expansion comes from, as you yourself said before, we're not trying to do something new, but maybe some natural evolution here and there, and still the Elaine sound.
Awesome. Is there anything you want to add to that?
No, I think you kind of covered very well, Rickard. And the thing that you have said already is that we write what feels right to us. And for every album, you can really, if you deep dive into the vibe, the general vibe of it all, you can
Hmm.
really feel like what we have been through. It's of course it's more obvious to us, but no doubts that fans will feel the next one too. And I'm sure that our fans will be able to embrace and see themselves in a bunch of the songs too.
Mm.
Well, that's awesome. Some Easter eggs in there.
Ah,
Oh,
definitely.
definitely. Yes.
As always, like, all right.
Yeah.
Always the stress. Yeah.
I love that because I usually go on other forums and people are like, "Oh, did you catch this? Did you catch this?" And I'm like, it's just a really fun way to bring community together too.
Yeah,
Mm.
definitely.
So I do want to talk a little bit about the tour as well. Will you be playing any of the songs on the EP on tour?
Ah, he's pointing at me. All right, yes, we will.
It's not that I've been
The
like starting up. So go ahead.
it's like the upcoming tour we're going through Europe, and that will most likely be the only tour we do with this EP. But yeah, but two of the tracks are the live tracks of the EP. We're Legion and Never Forget is two songs that we really enjoy to play. So that was without a doubt they have to come with. And I think it's quite expected of us to play the new song as well, We Stand United. And I know that we are super eager to do so. So yes, those three for sure. And the intro, yes. The Promise of Apocalypse, the symphonic version, will not happen on this tour. This is a special guest slot, and we only have 50 minutes. So we kind
Hmm.
of, unfortunately, you always have to choose between your babies, of course, whenever you make a set list for just 50 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so for anyone that will come out and see us on this tour with Primal Fear, you will be able to enjoy the majority of the EP live.
And as with any parent, don't bring the ugly baby if you have several babies.
But you still love them all the same.
Of course, obviously.
Yes, of course. Even the ugly babies.
So, how are you going to feel playing a new song live for the first time? Do you still get like nervous? Are you more excited?
Excited, super excited, of course. But there's always this little thing in your brain being like, yeah, what if I forget the lyrics just because, because on show days it's always a lot to think about already, but that's when you just have to lean back and just trust yourself. So I'm super excited to do it actually.
Oh yeah. I mean, we've done this a couple of times before, and I'm very very excited as you are, Mel. And I remember one song the first time we were supposed to perform that one live, and I had a solo in that song, and I turned that solo into jazz. It was terrible. It was absolutely awful. But the second time we played it, it was good. Yeah.
Was it
Yeah.
just nerves?
No, just fuck ups. Just
Yeah,
just playing it
all
wrong.
over the place.
I got
It can
nothing
happen
to
to anyone.
blame. It's all me.
But those are things that you can only see live. So,
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
for sure, for sure. It doesn't happen all too often, luckily.
so how do you prepare before a show emotionally?
Hmm. Well, I always try at least to have a moment where I don't have to interact with someone. It is always nice to have a little moment before actually going on stage where you can just be quiet. You're with yourself and your mind. And I always think about how grateful I am to be there. That we want to deliver a good show, a very strong and empowering show, and always have the focus on the crowd. To feel excited to go out there and meet them. That's for sure really what kicks it for me.
Yeah, and I totally agree. We do so much, and I myself, it's putting out fires all up until the actual moment you set foot on stage, and try to have like 5, 10 seconds just to hone in, like quiet time. Let's do this.
Mm. Yeah, that moment is quite important, I would say. This because if you don't get that, you can feel a little bit all over the place when the show starts. I'm sure no one notice, but we notice, we feel it. You don't feel like you're that focused that you want to be. So that
Yeah.
moment is incredibly important.
Hmm. And do you guys have any like pre-show rituals before you go out?
Yeah, well, together we have a little circle, obviously, and if we don't get that one, oh, I'm always scared. The few times it has been so stressful, like in a festival, where it's been like, oh, we cannot do it. I'm like, oh no, we're cursed now. I don't want to jinx it.
But we do a little trick there, and we can actually like have the circle expanded so it becomes whatever, and we can stand like really far apart, still be like, all right, good job.
Yeah.
So that's like the good luck charm. If that doesn't happen, then it's like it has to happen for a good show.
I mean, it's
It can
nice of
still be good. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's nice when it can actually happen. You don't want to be without it because it just feels off whenever
Yeah,
we
if
don't.
you get the
I just
question
get
like,
scared.
do you want to do it or not, and you choose not to, then you're a jerk. So, yeah, we all do it.
Yeah.
So I know that you'll be touring with Primal Fear. What do you hope Primal Fear fans take away from seeing Elaine for the first time?
Great
That it was a good
question.
show. That's what I hope, at least. That they will enjoy it.
Mm,
But as whenever you go on a tour and you are, special guest or opening act or whatever, that there will be people that hate you just because you are not the main band. That's just how it is. But we all know that, of course. The ones that are hanging in front row, being like, "I don't care what you do, how great you are. I will just hate you just because."
a great old
Luckily, they're
sour
pretty.
face and fun. Yeah.
Yeah, luckily they're few. But no, I just hope that they will be able to enjoy. I really feel maybe I will be wrong. I don't know, but it feels like our crowds will come together very well. Actually, I
Hmm.
really hope so.
I think so too. And I hope they take away from the shows like, hey, there's another band I now like. Check.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that you guys go really well together. So I
yeah, you
think
do.
it's gonna be a great show for those who get to attend, for sure.
Yeah, I hope so. That's nice to hear. At least that's one. That's good.
Yes. I'm really biased though. I've been a fan of the band for like many years, but I think Primal Fear, they go really well together. So,
Yeah.
Oh,
All right. Well, that's
I'm
awesome.
excited
Thank
now.
you.
so since the band started and you started touring and you've gotten bigger as a band from the beginning, how has that changed you personally as a person?
Hmm. That's a very good question, actually.
For
Uh,
me, yeah, sorry, you're answering.
no,
Go.
no, 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 no. Go ahead, Rikard. I'm still thinking.
All right. Well, for me personally, I don't think I have changed because I've always been leaning into my passions. Um, and that is what I'm continuing to do.
And I wanted to start on the same. Like I really don't think that I have changed. I really feel like myself just older, like a little bit, hopefully, a bit wiser. But what is inevitable is to say that we have been through a bunch of things. There has been people along the way as well that we've learned very big lessons from. And I want to say lessons because it has been very heavy from time to time. Um, and some of those happenings for sure has made me a little bit more restricted, I think, of who I actually allow in my life. I really
Mm,
think so. Um, because we can always make everything sound like, yeah, we're just the same. Yeah, well, yeah, in our core, our values and everything, obviously. But I
Hmm.
really think that some of these things has scarred me a little bit at least. I for sure a little bit more restricted. But at the same time, I have learned a lot, and you live and you learn all the time. Even if it has been very heavy, I know now how to see some things that I maybe didn't before.
Hmm.
Um, that for sure. Yeah, more restricted. Not that I was the most social person before, but it's just, you get a little bit of a layer that's a little bit, maybe a little bit harder layer on your outside just to protect yourself a little bit because the more you grow, the more you will have uh, people as well wanting things from you. That's just how it is. And if there's one thing that is important to me, and I'm sure that you can agree with it, is that you want people to want to be with you and hang out with you or want to talk to you for who you are. You want people to see you as an individual.
mm,
And it's pretty easy that kind of fades away because people just say, "Oh, it's going good for them. I want to be in that circle." But
mm,
Right.
then you as a person really doesn't matter. It's more what is Elaine that matters. And that is also good. Obviously, we want it to go well for the band, but if there's one thing I think that I can say that all of us people on this earth wants to have is to be seen at some
Hmm.
point for who we are. Um, so yeah, that thing is the more complex part, in my opinion, of that question. It was a very good one.
it's a great addition, and I completely agree as well. I'm trusting my gut feeling more, I would say,
Hmm.
regarding
Yeah,
people. It comes down to trusting people, I guess, or not trusting
Yeah.
people, but interpreting character.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you think you've gotten better at that? Like just kind of getting a feel for people?
Um, Both yes and no. You know, it
Yeah, that's what I want
varies,
to say.
but trusting the gut feeling more, I would say.
Yeah.
That was a really deep answer. Really,
No.
really deep. So appreciate that. So as we wrap up here, is there a
All right.
message that you'd like to share with your fans or anyone who might be discovering you for the first time or anyone who sees you on tour with Primal Fear?
Oh
These
wow. Yeah, that's
massively good questions and things you lay out for us as well. What a platform. Thank you very much for that. Like, first off, to our fans, we would love to thank them for all of their support during the years or months or weeks, however long they have been fans. And we are looking forward to seeing more of you as you are going to see more of us the coming years. And
And
Madeline, you got more?
yeah, I think I will just agree with that, obviously. It's great.
How about for the new people, Madeline? What do you want to say to the new people?
Yeah, well, it's always difficult. I don't like to talk about myself in general, but whenever trying to talk about Elaine to other people, what we stand for at least is that we want people to stay true to who they are because we do as a band. And if you are curious about who we are and what Elaine stands for, or what message we want to bring, is that we believe in human beings, we believe in you as an individual, and we will always just continue to do our thing. And if you want to be part of it, you're more than welcome.
Exactly. I love that. I love that. We believe as much in our fans as they believe in us.
Yeah, definitely.
well, that's so great. For anyone who is watching this interview, I'm going to put a link below so you can pre-order the EP. I listened to it probably like 4 or 5 times in a single day. I really enjoyed it, so I'm
Thank
excited for what's to come. Of course, the album is actually right here, and
you.
I'm going to link it below so you can just click on it, pre-order it, take a listen to it. And I want to thank you both very much for taking the time for doing this interview with me.
Thank you for having us, Alex. It was a pleasure.
Yeah, it's a great time. Great time. And I love your background. I love it. It's
Yeah,
great.
that's a good
Cool.
one.
It's really cool. So everyone
Yeah.
should go definitely get a copy of this Raining Phoenix music. So yeah, thank you both so much. I really appreciate your time. It was a pleasure to get to speak with both of you.
Thank you very much.
Likewise. And hopefully we'll talk soon again, Alex.
Yeah, that would be great. You guys have a great afternoon, night, evening, morning,
Yeah,
the rest of
thank
the
you.
week.
Yeah, you too.
All right,
Thank
take
you.
care.
Queen of your heart, looking over the